With Tesla's full self-driving 12.4 update, Elon Musk has claimed that this upgrade aims to reduce interventions by 5 to 10 times per mile compared to previous versions. This could be a significant step towards achieving some type of full autonomy, as for me and many others, many drives are already being completed with minimal or no assistance. And as crazy as all of this is, something that may be even more important is your online privacy. With the amount of personal information floating around on the internet, it's crucial to take steps to protect it. That's why I've been using today's sponsor, Delete Me, for over a year now. Delete Me is a service that removes your personal information from data broker websites. Now, what is a data broker? It's a company that collects and sells your personal information, such as your address, phone number, even your browsing habits. They get this information from various sources, including public records and online activity, and then they sell your personal information to marketers, advertisers, and sometimes even scammers, which can put you at risk of identity theft, phishing, and other scams. Over the past year, Delete Me has checked nearly 7,000 websites for my information and successfully deleted it from over 75 different data brokers. Delete Me found my address on 44% of these brokers, my name on 25%, and other personal information such as my phone number on other websites. If you're concerned about your privacy like I am, you should definitely check out Delete Me. They make the process of removing your information easy and effective. Use my link down below for an exclusive discount to get started with Delete Me today. Thank you to Delete Me for sponsoring this video.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the latest FSD beta update 12.4.1, and it's a few weeks late, but I gotta say overall I feel like these updates with the massive changes they're bringing are actually coming pretty quickly. So this video, I'm gonna put the full uncut drive, besides near my house, on a separate video if you want to see it in the link below. It'll be in the comments below or in the description, but I'm going to cut this one up to make it a little quicker. I just want this to be a first look, and we're going to check out the new features and everything, because there's a bunch of new stuff with this, and I just want to see all the exciting parts and put that in a quick video for you that hopefully doesn't take too long, rather than you seeing me drive, 10 or 15 minutes doing nothing, because FSD is getting really good. So this is the first time where it's actually sanctioned. We get no hands on the wheel. So for a long time, I've been driving with no hands on the wheel and just, you check in every once in a while. Well, now, as long as you don't wear a hat and don't wear sunglasses, you can actually have no hands on the wheel. So I'm going to try that out. I'm going to, see it yell at me when I do certain things, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm really excited, and I wanted to show you in the software. So the 12.4.1 description hasn't really changed. If we flip to here, this is the same. This hasn't changed. All autopilot suspensions are now kind of on a rolling basis. So if you don't get a strikeout for 7 days here, it'll start removing them for you. So that's a good way to do it, rather than they build up forever until some random point where Tesla resets them, and you still will get banned if you get too many and all that. And then here's the description for the vision-based monitoring. So basically, you have to follow the rules for this to work. If the camera can't see you that well, either because it's too dark or whatever, then it's not going to work, and you'll go back to having to put a hand on the wheel. You can use sunglasses, you can wear a hat, but then you can't use this no hands feature if you do those things. So a little disappointed in that, but we'll see how it works. At night, we'll see. It should be okay. I'll have to test it in the future, but my camera has the IR lights up here. Not all in-cabin cameras, like some of the older ones, don't have it, so those might not work. And then we do have a new setting here, which I did enable. So expanded full self-driving visualization, you hit that. Widens autopilot visualization area when full self-driving is active. I assume you'll be able to drag over here and bring this if you want to do that, as you've always been able to, but now maybe it'll do it automatically. And then under navigation, speed, camera, chime, but that's something with the base software. I'll probably make a video about that later. So let's just get driving here and try. So let's get this started right about here. We'll turn it on. I have, wow, that took off immediately. Jeez. Be attentive, keep hands on the wheel. It said keep hands on the wheel. Did they forget to remove that message? So we're here. It says, please pay attention to the road, because I was looking at the display, and now I'm looking at the road, and you can see that message went away. And you'll see next to the autopilot symbol in the top left of the screen, there is a green dot, and that basically means I'm good to go with the hands-free stuff. So that guy could have cut me off, and that would have been fine, but that's all right. So FSD is fully driving here. I've enabled it. We're on the dirt roads back here, lots of shadows, harsh shadows and things, and hands are not on the wheel. And this is pretty cool. Now, so far, it's not that different, because, you could go a couple of minutes without hands on the wheel before this version, but now we'll see if we can. So what I need your help with is when I do my interventions and disengagements chart. So it says, please pay attention to the road. I'm looking at the road here. There we go. When I do my engagements and interventions chart, should now a hand on the wheel, should that count as an intervention if I am meeting the criteria of no sunglasses? Please let me know. In this video, I'm going to be playing around with it, so obviously I won't, count those things, but yeah, I'm curious what you guys think about that. I think it should. So after this turn, I'm gonna have to edit the route here in a second, so let's let it get here. Very nice on this left turn. This has been, it's almost passed this a whole bunch of times in the past, so that was really good. So now let's see if I can change my route here. Oh, they added more steps for me. That's no good. So get rid of that and hit done. And I was able to do that without getting yelled at. So that's pretty reasonable. Please pay attention to the road. Now it's yelling at me. I'm looking forward and it goes away. So we have our route here. I'm gonna expand that for you. Now I love that we have the map in the top right. So I can leave this expanded at all times and we can always see the map. We can always see our information in the bottom of the screen there. I do kind of wish I could swipe this away because I do like to get rid of that sometimes, but sorry, if I could swipe away the current drive stats, because I don't always like to have that up, but that's fine. So now let's do some testing here. So I'm still looking forward. I'm not sure what's so mad about here. I'm gonna look at the display right now. So I'm looking at the display. And it's not mad yet. Was that 5? So that was about 5 seconds or so. And I got the warning beep. I didn't even get the, preemptive. I'm looking at the road right now. I'm looking forward. Auto steer unavailable for the rest of the drive. So I got kicked out. I already got a strike. As soon as it told me to look forward, I looked forward, but it basically wasn't satisfied. Maybe I have to actually grab the wheel. So now I'm gonna have to put it into park. Telemetry from your vehicle. No, that's not fair. I already got a strike. Man, now I need to be good for 7 days to get that off there. So we'll start again here. We're just playing around and trying this out, as I said. So we'll turn that on and see if the car takes off as it did before. Keep your hands on the wheel. It still says that. That's interesting. And I got the green dot. The car is going forward. So let's try that one more time at the risk of me getting another strike. So I'm looking at the screen. Pay attention. So now I look back at the road as soon as I saw that message. I'm looking at the road. I see it flashing blue. Okay, I think it's good. All right. So it's definitely very sensitive to you looking away, which I totally understand. For them first rolling out this, hands-free stuff, they're not going to be messing around in any capacity. And I actually like to see it. That's great. So that's really good. All right, let's try the hat. So my hat's on. My hat's actually been on the whole time, but I have it up really high so the camera can see me. So I'm just going to lower my hat now. So at this point, if I don't move my head and I kind of try to glance at the camera, I cannot see the camera. So that means the camera cannot see my eyes. Apply slight turning force. I did. The green dot is still there. Attention monitoring unavailable. View of the driver obstructed by hat. So it knows specifically that I'm wearing a hat. That's pretty wild. And the green dot is now gone. That is pretty wild that it specifically knows it's a hat. So let me put the hat back up. And now my eyes can see the camera and I'm hands off the wheel and we'll see if it'll be okay with me in this state. So we'll give it a second here. And it's happy so far. I don't see the green dot. I'm trying not to look at the screen too much because I don't want to make it mad. Well, I'm hands-free, no green dot, no yelling at me, so I'll take it. I think that's pretty good. Once we get the green dot back, I'm going to try some sunglasses and see if I think it knows the difference between hat and sunglasses, which is just awesome. I mean, that is so nice to have that level of detail. So attention monitoring active. So it specifically tells me that we're back to hands-free. Now, I'm noticing they're avoiding, I don't think they've said really hands-free anywhere. They're saying that they're making sure you're paying attention. So let's let it do this turn and stuff before we mess with it. So I'll make our complete stop. We got to 0. I see that our speed limit is also bigger, which is nice. Now I need to look around. Is it going to be mad if I look left and right? Wow, really good turn there. Holy crap, that was awesome. It was not mad that I looked left and right like I needed to. All right, so here come the sunglasses. Oh, pay attention to the road. I am paying attention to the road here. I'm looking forward. My hat's really high. Okay, we're all good. Now here come the sunglasses. Let's see what it does. Sunglasses are on. I'm trying to count about how many seconds this is. Now, I will say the sunglasses I'm wearing are not very dark, so there is a chance. Nope, attention monitoring unavailable, sunglasses detected. So it knows specifically what I'm doing and why it's not working. That is just so nice, especially for people that are not going to be huge nerds watching these videos, paying attention to the updates specifically. The car is telling you exactly what it needs from you in order to use these different features. So well, you can wear your sunglasses, you can wear your hat, but you'll simply revert back to the old method of having to have a hand on the wheel. Now for this video, and probably, honestly, for my personal experience going forward, I'm probably going to avoid using sunglasses and a hat, specifically to be able to use this hands-free. Very cool. All right, let's jump into downtown where it's going to get a little more busy and exciting. I will say here, I am loving, apply slight turning force there. I am loving the speed it's going right now. I have not done anything. The speed limit is 55 and the car's going 57, which is absolutely perfect. On these roads in 12.3, the car would want to go 50 or 48, you know, and it was just awful. You just couldn't even, you know, use it. You could hit the accelerator and sometimes it would stay up there. And if you had a lead car, it would stick with them. If, you know, they were going 60, the Tesla would go, okay, I'm paying attention. Am I talking too much? Active attention monitoring active. So we're back to hands-free with the eyes. So it takes a little time to transition between those. But I'm very, very happy with this speed. Slowing down a little bit as we go up and down hills, that's no big deal, you know, being 1 or 2 miles an hour off the speed limit. But on these back rural roads, if you drive, I'm paying attention. I'm yapping too much. It's like, shut up, bro. Just watch what you're doing. On these back roads, if you, I'm looking forward still this whole time. Okay. It's very, very sensitive. Hopefully this will get better, you know, with future updates. But we'll see for the rest of this drive. I'm going to try to just like laser focus straight forward. I'm trying to be natural, so it's like a normal experience. But yeah, all right. And we'll see how it does in slow, because in slow speed limits 25. If you watched my last video, you know I didn't like how it blasted out and was speeding and everything. So yeah, let's head into hop into downtown where it'll be a little more exciting. But just so you know, I'm not gonna skip. If it makes a mistake or anything, that's all gonna be in this video. The only reason I make the secondary video is so that I can say, you know, I did this drive with only 1 disengagement or 0 disengagements or whatever, and I can put the proof up there, so you guys don't have to trust me. You know that you know what I'm saying is true. But this video will include any mistakes or bad things that the car does. All right, now this left turn, the car has messed up a bunch in the past, so it correctly moved past the stop sign and is stopping in the correct position. And it's our turn to go. Let's see if it'll do it. We have someone to the right, and we go. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. Pre-version 12, the car could never do that turn. And it seems simple enough, but the paint's faded and all this stuff, and it's doing that turn pretty much perfectly now. You love to see it. It takes off, it gets out of the way, gets out of the intersection. This feels great so far. And so if this whole, you know, 5 to 10x less interventions thing that Elon mentioned, which who knows exactly what he means by that. I don't know if an intervention to him is the same as it is to me. Who knows if that'll be true, but if it is, I mean, I'm going to have a hard time finding interventions with this software. And that's why I pretty much don't believe him, because over the next few videos, I think I'll find some interventions in the software. Hopefully I'm wrong. I would love if the car just drove everywhere and I didn't do anything. That would just be insane. But I just don't think it's going to happen. And then I'll add also the driver monitoring with me. You know, I need a little training as well. You know, looking around the correct way and stuff. It's not bugging me anymore. And even when I got to that stop sign, I had to look left and right and make sure it was clear and everything. The car did not mind at all that I was looking all over the place. It's just basically if you look at the screen or you look down, I guess it's going to yell at you. So here's a lower speed limit here, and the car, we get to 35 just as we pass it. So perfect change of speed limit. The braking felt great. Wasn't too hard of braking, wasn't too slow of braking. Very good. Please pay attention. I guess I was looking over at the speed limit and seeing how fast the car was going. Wow, that eye tracking is really sensitive. I mean, I was literally looking at the very top left corner of the display, and it's telling me to pay attention, which is going to be a little annoying, but as the car gets better, and you don't really need to be looking at that stuff, it kind of makes sense. I'm a little conflicted, to be honest, but I'm excited that I have not had to use my hands at all here. It's very cool. All right, so we passed the 25 and it's not lowering. So that's strange. All right, now it's finally lowering. No, we're still going 34. That's crazy. And oh, no, I still have this. So there's my report button. It's closer to me. So there, I reported it. We'll count that as an intervention for sure, because if I was driving normally, I would, well, I guess disengagement, I'd have to tap the brake and restart it. So I'll put that in as 1 disengagement, because normally I would definitely hit the brake there and readjust the speed. So we'll see how it acts with this 25. It just basically ignored it. You can see on the display that it read that sign and just didn't lower the speed. So we get to 0 and a really nice takeoff. This intersection in the past has always been really hesitant. I don't know why, it just seems like weird map data or something, but now it seems fixed ever since V12 overall. And then we are, yeah, you're just speeding away. Yeah, so I still don't like that. That's one of my main complaints right now with version 12 is it speeds in low speed areas. Like this is when it's 25, again, 28's not that big of a deal, but in general, When you're in a 25 mile per hour zone, you don't want to speed. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a, I'm gonna have to do something here. When you're in a 50 mile per hour zone, okay, you can speed a little bit. Who cares, you know? All right, so I'll let it do this right turn. So this will be a right on red. We'll see if it does it. It is legally able to do it here. So we get to 0 and it's creeping, which is just cool. That's exactly what I would be doing. And I'm looking to the left right now to see cars. So after this Bronco, we're good to go. And it just perfectly executes that. Oh my goodness. That felt so human. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't have done that any differently. I probably wouldn't have stopped fully at the red. Okay, I'll give you that. I probably would have rolled the red. But wow. Wow. The way it rolled it, and then as soon as this guy was passing us, just really nicely moves out. All right, so a little bit of busyness here at this 3-way stop sign. I don't know. I don't think we're going to have any problems here. I was easily able to adjust my route, as you saw. Oh, let me expand this again. I don't know what that setting in the autopilot settings does, the expanded visual. Maybe I'm not able to move this around if that's disabled, but that doesn't make sense to me. So let me know if you know what that does. All right, I'm paying attention. Sorry. All right, so we got here about the same time as the person to the right, and of course humans don't make complete stops, so he'll take it from us, even though we had some pedestrians to wait for. And a nice, perfectly smooth left turn. Nothing too crazy, but we waited our turn. 0 hesitation so far when we don't need it. Oh my gosh, this is great. So, all right, so we'll take this left here. Nice move into the left turn lane. Didn't wait exactly for the opening pocket, which is good. And we will skip this red light. So FSD wouldn't have done that, you know, I'll tell you that for sure. Okay, we got our blinking yellow and we can just glide through here. I don't know what to tell you, man. Perfectly handled. Perfectly handled. And then I did a slightly different route here. Let me just get this out of here. We'll go to the roundabout next. This is just good so far. It's just great. So a little fast approaching these cars. And nope, perfectly fixed that braking. I was, sometimes, you know, it'll wait a little long and then brake really hard at the end. But it did catch it late, don't get me wrong. But then the braking was appropriate, an appropriate, you know, normal slowdown. So we got our right turn here. It waited a little later than older versions, which I don't know if it's technically wrong, but it was a little weird. But again, nicely glides through all of that. No hesitating, no stopping. We're not getting in anyone's way, which is very nice. We have some train tracks here. We'll see if it slows down a little bit. Just hold speed. We're not going that fast. It was an appropriate speed. I don't think it reacted to the train tracks at all. The speed's not really changing. And as we approach this red light, it doesn't really need to accelerate. So we'll glide right into that left turn. Really good. Let's see how we position ourselves here. Version 12 overall was stopping a little far back. I think we're a tiny bit behind the bold line, but that's better than, you know, the alternative of being past it. And it's just, yeah, version 12 has been stopping a little bit behind them. So it's stop signs and stuff, that can be pretty annoying, but a red light, it doesn't really matter. So we get the green, tiny bit of hesitation right as it turns green. But then we go. I mean, nothing really wrong with that, just noting it. And we'll let it get to this destination, and I'm going to put something else in. I don't know how it's going to interact with this parking lot. So here's a roundabout. These before were bad. Version 12 roundabout's been like 90% good for me, maybe even 95%. I mean, it's just crazy how much better they are. And here you go, another example. We'll go all the way through it too. We'll try it again, but let's see. So this is our destination on the left here. Is it going to actually put us in the parking lot? The pin is in there, so it should do that. There we go. So we're accelerating up here. Nope. So I'm going to intervene. So that's another disengagement because it just didn't know where to go. It was going to pass right by there. Well, while we're here, let's try an auto park just to see what it does. There you go. Start. I just picked a random spot. I didn't even think about it until I saw it pop up. Let's see if this is any faster. So put that there. Wow, that transition actually felt way faster than before. We are really far away. I'll try one more just to see, but so the transition from forward to reverse was like instant. Before it would kind of go forward and then it would stop and it would sit there and then it would switch to reverse. So that was really nice to see. Let's try one more time. But yeah, that was good. In 2 moves, we got in there. Oh man, you're getting close. Oh no, that's freaking perfect. Holy crap. All right, auto park complete. We're parked. Let's try one more. So we're going 9 miles an hour. That's too fast. You got to get down to 8. So if I go up to, see, if I speed up past 8, then it doesn't see the parking spots anymore. So whatever, let's just, that's the one it suggests. Let's pick that one. So we pull forward. Let's see, will you, yeah, immediately transitions into reverse. So that is big time improved, making this whole operation so much faster than it was before. That is great news. And then it's going to do this in 2 moves as well. That's quick. The auto park is much quicker. Holy moly. Boom, and we're parked. Wow, I actually didn't expect that to change. So often Tesla adds these features and then they never change for like a year or 2. But I would say that's big time improved. So I'm going to go all the way through this roundabout, which, let's see here. Well, let's see what happens if I just start in the parking lot here. I don't know if it's going to know what to do. And there's a cop over there, so I don't know. I'm kind of at the point, like, if I get pulled over, it'll be good clickbait, you know. I don't want to get pulled over, but... All right, so we're escaping this parking lot. Oh, pay attention to the road. Sorry. So I'm looking straight out the window. Now I'm going to look to the left. I'm going to stare to the left because that's what I need to do when we're turning right. I would have went in front of that minivan. So it knows what I'm doing here. It knows that I'm looking to the left because we're making a right turn, and it's not yelling at me. That is excellent. So after this red car, so right here, we can go, and look at that. Awesome. Now I'm looking forward because obviously we're moving forward. So the Tesla does not yell at me for looking away from straight. It yells at me for looking down or looking at the display, which makes total sense. We'll very gently and nicely make it all the way around the roundabout. Freaking awesome. All right, I actually need to go somewhere, so I'm going to put that in and see if it can take me there. So that was kind of the first look that I wanted to do. Oh, pay attention. I'm sorry. I'm paying attention. So we got our green. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I would have turned right faster than that. That's it. It wasn't bad. I didn't do anything bad. It just was different than me, which is, you got to separate the two. Different than you is not necessarily bad. But I do comment on it, that it did things different than I would do. All right, so I'm looking down at the screen now that we're, darn it. I wanted to do it since we were stopped. We got the green right. Now this is too slow. We need to move up here. And now it's stopping. Now it's green and it goes. So just kind of dumb. I mean, definitely not human-like in any way. Not dangerous either, you know, so you got that going for it, but it was just like silly. It was just a silly thing to do. Oh, nice. All right, we're going to get a red light here. And I want to stare at the screen at the red light. I mean, pick up my phone. So as soon as we stop fully, because I'm sure if I do it before we're stopped, it'll yell at me. All right, so we're at 0. So I'm looking at my phone right now. I'm looking straight down at my phone. And we got the green. I'm still looking down. I'm kind of trying to glance up. All right, pay attention to the road. So it went, 50 feet before it said anything to me. But it seems that when you're at a red light, you got some grace. You can look around, look down, do what you got to do. I know in the older versions, as soon as the light would turn green, if you were looking down, it would beep at you to kind of be like, hey, we're going here. All right, so we're going to hop on the highway and just see if anything's changed. Elon said that 12.5 is going to have the single stack again with highway FSD 12. And this will still be FSD 11, but we'll be able to find out as soon as we get on the highway if that auto max next to the speed limit changes to a number. That means we're still on version 11 FSD highway. And so I'll probably skip most of that. But then when I get to the end with the parking lot, we'll see if it can get me into a nice spot there. All right, so we got our green. We're going to have to be pretty assertive here to make it through the light. Wow, there's someone in front of him too. I didn't realize. We're going to have to be pretty assertive here because everyone else is just flying through here. Oh, there's no cars now. Okay. Never mind. Well, we made it. Good. I will say I'm feeling the lack of sunglasses. I'd really like to have my sunglasses. Normally I just put the visor down, but when I'm filming, I don't want to block, look how much I block for you guys when I do that. So I don't want to do that. So when I'm filming, I always just wear my sunglasses. So I miss them. But as we check out this highway transition and see if we have version 12, I want to give a shout out to Joa. They sponsor the channel now. They helped with the Cybertruck purchase. So I'm able to make Cybertruck videos because of them. So definitely check out the link below to Joa. And no, we do not have highway version 12. It's highway version 11. And the car's going to want to go 81. So, and you can see, it's keeping up with traffic. Please pay attention. Okay. Oh, can I do hands-free though? That's a good question. And it looks like, yes, I can. We still got the green dot. I still have to use hands. So no hands on the highway is a beautiful thing. I'm going to reduce this a little bit because I don't need to go quite that fast. But all right, I'll catch you on the other side of the highway. All right, so we're getting to our exit here, and you can see that guy is blue, which means we're gonna, oh, pay attention to the road here, sorry. Which means we're gonna slow down for no reason. And why would you slow down so much? And get over here, oh, pay attention, ah! Okay, I touched the wheel, just, I don't wanna get another strike. But I think it dismissed right before I touched the wheel. So, you don't need hands on the highway. I did that whole drive, except right there what you just saw, with no hands, and that is just magical. Now I do miss my sunglasses a bit. I kind of want to wear sunglasses, so I'm debating whether, 100% of the time I'll be hands-free on sunny days. Maybe I'll just wear my sunglasses and keep a hand on the wheel as I always have. It's not that big of a deal to me, although I, wish we could get the full thing. It's green, go! What the heck is wrong with you? Oh, you fool. You fool, we missed the whole light. It was too slow and safe. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying that. That's pretty magical. If you've been a long-time viewer, you know this bridge has been a huge problem for FSD for a long time, actually. I don't know if it has to do with the way these lights are set up or what, but it would try to go through the red light. It would wiggle all over the place right here. And now it's like, look at this. It's just flying through here like nothing. Yeah, no, that's good. And then you got this right turn. It used to not be able to make it over here in time. It just was a mess. And just like that, it's been a few years, don't get me wrong, but a few years and a few updates later, and something that was impossible for the car to do before, it does it with ease. So it's just insane to see all these updates. So I'm just gonna hop in the parking lot here. Hopefully this video isn't too long for you, and see how it does, and maybe let it grab me a spot, because I am very impressed with the speed now of the parking. It is way more usable. I actually thought it was fine before. I didn't think it was great, but I thought it was not bad, especially for the first implementation. But to see it now, how fast it is like way usable. And, if this thing can drop me off the door and do the banish, where it goes away and parks, what is this? We got some activity going on here. I didn't know they did this. If it does, it can do the banish thing where I get out at the door and then it goes and parks itself. It won't matter, but for now it matters because I'm still in the car. So you're gonna put me here. Let's see. This is, it could really stop anywhere here. It's saying autopilot navigation complete. I'm just curious how it's going to behave. So we'll let it finish up here. I don't want to get in someone's behind me now. I don't want to be too annoying. But a slow speed is good when there's pedestrians walking around. Little mini stop sign. Oh, stopping for the pedestrians. Very nice. Tell the guy behind me is very angry. You know what? I really don't care. Not gonna lie. So, all right, we're continuing here. Yeah, just basically driving through the parking lot. All right, so we'll auto park right here. It shows like the vehicles here. So let's do that. And it is just backing right in. It didn't go forward at all, which is great. It didn't need to. Let's see if we can do this in one move. I would hope so. It should definitely be able to do this in a single move. Yeah, looking sketch for now. Nope, it's not going to do it. But look how fast it transitions from reverse to drive. And let's see. Boom. Okay, that is massive self-parking improvement. Massive. That it can so quickly. Look how quick this was. Could I have done it quicker? Maybe a little bit, and that's if I get it perfectly on the first shot. But wow. That is great. And it went too far back. Look, it fixes it. Holy moly. Woo! Nice job. Nice job, Autopilot team. You guys are freaking awesome. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.